Hello everyone, I'm Geek Freak and welcome to the video. Okay, let's talk about Gohan. We've known Gohan since he was a kid in Dragon Ball Z all the way to Dragon Ball Super and GT. But since this is a video about Gohan in Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super, I'm going to be leaving Dragon Ball GT Gohan out. Now, since Dragon Ball Z, we've seen Gohan go from a scared little kid all the way to being a scholar, a father, a husband, and being one of the most powerful fighters in the Dragon Ball series. From his training with Piccolo, to fighting Vegeta, his adventures on Namek, fighting Frieza's men, fighting Frieza himself, fighting Garlic Jr., and his most famous fight, fighting against Cell, which is his most famous fight in the entire series. And in that fight, ever since Goku passed on to Otherworld, Gohan has been the protector of Earth. And after 7 years of peace, Gohan goes on to high school, he hasn't trained for 7 years, and Gohan is just living his boring life. And then when Goku came back for one day, and Gohan was facing off against Kibito, Vegeta noticed that Gohan has gotten weaker since his fight with Cell. They have noticed that Gohan hasn't been keeping up with his training. And then Gohan goes to fight Dabura, and this is where Goku and Vegeta start to realise, during Gohan's fight with Dabura, that Gohan truly hasn't been keeping up with his training. Hell, even Vegeta confronts Gohan about not keeping up with his training. Hell, even Gohan was one-shotted by Majin Buu. And then later on, Gohan gets a huge power boost. And then we all start to think, yeah, Gohan's going to be the main character again. But nope, Goku becomes the main character again, and Gohan is pushed to the sidelines again. And even though he was great in Dragon Ball Z, but in Dragon Ball Super, they completely ruined Gohan. Okay, maybe ruined is a strong word, but it was almost like they didn't know what to do with Gohan. From his short fight with Beerus, his embarrassing fight with Frieza, and not getting involved in the Future Trunks arc, or Goku Black arc. I mean, he kind of makes up for it in the Tournament of Power. I mean, that's good and all, but it felt that Gohan was underused in Dragon Ball Super. I don't think Gohan was given that appreciation that he needed. I mean, some people could say, there's nothing for Gohan to learn. It's past his time. It's the Goku and Vegeta show now, in Dragon Ball Super. And to be honest, I think there actually might be something of what Gohan could have been in Dragon Ball Super. Now, in Dragon Ball Z, after the Cell games, Gohan during that time has never trained and has gotten weaker over time. And he had to get a huge boost from Old Kai just to be relevant again. And you know what? Gohan's ultimate form is awesome. Mystic Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, whatever you want to call it. This form helped him keep up with Goku and Vegeta in Z. But when it came to Dragon Ball Super, we have a few inconsistencies here. In the Battle of Gods movie, Gohan is in his ultimate form. Well, I assume that's his ultimate form. And he charges at Beerus and lost within a few seconds. And when Gohan confronted Frieza, Gohan only went Super Saiyan, and we didn't see him use his Unlocked Potential or Super Saiyan 2. I mean, come on, what the hell? He didn't use Super Saiyan 2 even if he did lose his ultimate form? But no, he just used his regular Super Saiyan, even when he was desperate, and he didn't have his ultimate form. And you know what? It's been inconsistent throughout the entire series of Dragon Ball Super. There was some indication that he used his ultimate form against Lavender, and he can only go Super Saiyan 1 against Frieza in the Golden Frieza saga. I swear, it is an absolute mess. And that is why I made this video. I am going to fix Gohan in Dragon Ball Super. And as for Gohan's theme, there's going to be 4. 1. Gohan needs to keep up with his training. Number 2. Never underestimate your opponent. Number 3. Gohan realizes that he'll always be needed in a crisis, and he'll take time out of his schedule to train and keep up with Goku. And number 4. Balance. Even though Gohan wants to be a scholar and spend time with his family, Gohan will finally realize, even if Gohan and Vegeta is there, he will be needed to help fight against the bad guys. So he will juggle his job, his family, and his training. And with that said, let's start from the beginning. Now, number 1, it's been 3 years since the defeat of Buu, and Gohan has lost his ultimate power and can only go Super Saiyan 2. And Gohan displays this at Bulma's party. He doesn't go Ultimate Gohan, he just goes Super Saiyan 2 against Beerus. That in itself would give some indication that Gohan can't go Ultimate Gohan. And the reason why he can't go Ultimate Gohan is because, just like in the Buu saga, Gohan has been lacking his training. Now, the reason why Gohan has been lacking his training was for a few factors. Number 1, he's been concentrating on his career and education to be a scholar. Number 2, he has Videl. And number 3, Goku's back and he is more powerful than ever. And Gohan always knows that Goku will step up to the challenge and protect them all. And Gohan isn't like Goku, but if he needs to step up to the challenge and face off against those who would want to harm him and his family and friends and the Earth, then he will do it. But Gohan doesn't have any interest of training or being a fighter just like his dad. And those are the reasons why Gohan has been lacking his training, because he believes that Goku can step up to the challenge. Now, after Gohan's fight between him and Cell, Gohan knew that he was the protector of Earth. And even knowing that, Gohan didn't train because he thought Super Saiyan 2 was enough. But after his fight against Deborah, Gohan realizes that it was a mistake to slack off on his training, and he felt the full blunt of that after being beaten by Fat Boo. Now, when Gohan unlocked his full potential, Gohan knew that he couldn't slack off ever again, because at the time, Gohan thought that he would never see Goku again until he dies, and this in turn gave Gohan more determination to keep up with his training, or at the very least that's what I assume that would happen if Gohan defeated Majin Buu and Goku didn't return to life. He would have taken his training more seriously, especially when he had his unlocked potential unleashed, and now that Goku's returned to life, the responsibility of being Earth's protector doesn't fall on Gohan's shoulders anymore. And so after 3 years, Gohan again has neglected his training, and that's the reason why Gohan is the way he is, and that's why he's in his Super Saiyan 2 form when he went to go and fight Beerus. And this is my rewrite of what Gohan could have been, not what actually happened in Battle of Gods or the series. So yeah, Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 and charges at Beerus, and it does nothing. Now, when it comes to the Golden Frieza arc, when Jocko went to Earth and he warned the Z-Warriors, everybody looked so serious. Oh, Frieza's back. We might actually have a big fight on our hands. We have to get prepared to fight this big bad guy. And that's sort of the problem. Why was everybody in the Golden Frieza arc so concerned that Frieza has came back to life and he's heading for Earth? Because at this point, you would have thought everybody would have went, oh, is that right? Frieza's came back to Earth, so he wants revenge. And everybody just brushes it off like Frieza is no threat to them. And to be honest, that's the way the Z-Warriors should have been. Like, they don't see Frieza as a major threat, but instead, they see Frieza as a major threat. And when I saw this, I was like, really? Gohan, Piccolo, Vegeta, Goku, Fat Boo, Android 18, Android 17? All these guys are much more powerful than what Frieza was on Namek. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Krillin would give Frieza a run for his money. And you know what? That shouldn't be the case. For this arc, I think the theme should be underestimating your opponent. Because at this point, nobody takes Frieza seriously. Or they shouldn't have taken Frieza seriously. When they heard the news from Jocko that Frieza has returned, the Z-Warriors' reactions should have been something like, oh, Frieza's returned and he wants revenge. Huh. Or their attitude should have been something like, oh, Frieza's on his way to Earth. Let's make a good day out of it and do some training. And this was everybody's attitude when they found out that Frieza was coming to Earth. Hell, even Gohan didn't take Frieza seriously. And that was their big mistake. They underestimated Frieza. Now, they easily took down most of Frieza's army. I mean, maybe Yamcha or Master Roshi or Chaozu could have been killed by one of Frieza's most powerful soldiers. Maybe. But Gohan and Piccolo didn't even need to go Super Saiyan or use their full power to take down Frieza's army. And then when Frieza's army is defeated, Gohan steps up to Frieza and Gohan says, I don't think I'll be needing Super Saiyan to beat you, Frieza. And then Frieza calls his bluff and Frieza says, let me see your full power. And Gohan obliges and Gohan goes Super Saiyan. And then Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 and Frieza isn't impressed. And just like in the anime, Frieza in his fourth form punches Gohan and Gohan goes down. And Gohan is shocked on how powerful Frieza is. And Gohan realizes they are in deep trouble. And then one thing leads to another and Frieza fires a blast at Gohan. Piccolo gets in the way and Piccolo dies. And Gohan thinks, how the hell could Frieza be this strong? He wasn't like this on Namek. What the hell is going on? And this was the arc where Gohan never underestimated his opponent ever again. And then when the Tournament of Power came around, Gohan was offered a chance to fight in the Universe 6 tournament, but Gohan had to turn it down because on that day he had a meeting. And then later on, Gohan finds out that planet Earth would have been moved to Universe 6. So this places a bit of guilt on Gohan, because Gohan never thought of the ramifications. So this places guilt on Gohan because he put his meeting in front of saving the world. Now, when it comes to the Goku Black arc, this is where Gohan finally decides to dedicate himself to his family, his work, and training. In the Goku Black arc, Future Trunks met up with Gohan and they was hanging out, eating ice cream, and Gohan introducing his family to Future Trunks. Now, Future Trunks was hoping that Gohan could help him against Goku Black, but after seeing what Gohan has become, and he sees he's not a fighter anymore, and he doesn't have the power like he used to, well, I mean, unknown to Trunks, Gohan has unlocked his full potential, thinking that Gohan can only go Super Saiyan 2, and then after meeting Gohan's family, Trunks decides to not bother Gohan and just rely on the power of Goku and Vegeta. And then later on, when Bulma tells Chi-Chi and Gohan about Goku Black and where Goku and Vegeta's been, and why Trunks came back from the future, Gohan suddenly realizes that future Trunks wanted to ask Gohan for help, and this hit Gohan hard. After going through all these variables throughout Dragon Ball Super, and then realizing that Trunks wanted his help, this is when Gohan made up his mind. Okay, not really on the spot, but it was when Trunks left. And just like in the anime, it's indicated at this point where Gohan will make time for his family, his work, and training to become stronger. After the Goku Black arc, Gohan starts training from the end of the Goku Black arc all the way to the Tournament of Power to regain his unlocked potential. And even after unlocking his unlocked potential, again, Gohan sticks to his training. And not only that, Gohan uses the Room of Time and Space, or the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, on a weekends with his brother or Piccolo and or Goku, maybe Trunks, and Gohan only stays in there for 2 weeks to train, which is like over an hour. So that way, he'll have time to spend with his family, time for his work, and time to train. And that is Gohan's arc. He's gotten stronger, he learns never to underestimate his opponent again, and he'll always be strong enough to help those in need. And I'll say this, when Gohan and Piccolo was doing a day of training in order to unlock Gohan's unlocked potential, I just found that ridiculous. I wouldn't mind so much if Gohan was just training after the Goku Black arc, and somewhere between there and the Tournament of Power, he gets his unlocked potential back. And that's another thing. When Gohan was facing off against Lavender, why was Gohan in his ultimate form? Because I thought Gohan needed to unlock his full potential before the tournament started. So why was Gohan in his ultimate form? Because that does not make any sense. Oh yeah, Gohan's in his ultimate form, but after that he needs to train with Piccolo in order to re-unlock his full potential for some reason. In my rewrite, I think from the end of the Goku Black arc all the way to the Tournament of Power, Gohan gets his ultimate form back, because between those times, Gohan would have had plenty of time to regain his ultimate form. And yeah, that's basically it. This is how I would fix Gohan. What do you guys think? Do you like this idea? Do you like this rewrite I gave for Gohan? Or do you have a much better idea for Gohan? Please leave comments in the comment sections below. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching. And if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions, or responses, or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. If you guys want to go and check out my other social medias, I'm on Twitter, Gab, Discord, BitChute, Tumblr, Dailymotion, Reddit, Minds, Instagram, Twitch, DeviantArt, Pinterest, my anime list, and Vidya. And don't forget to check out my Skeptic channel, Gypsy Freak. And my other social medias are down there in the description box below, so if you want to go and check them out, please do. And if you guys want to support this channel, I'm on PayPal, Patreon, and GoFundMe. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss another video. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out.